Holy crap. They raise called with King Jack. Oh my goodness, man. That's insane, guys. Here it is. Here's our sweat. Here's our sweat. Let's go! Yes! 76K. Come on, man. This is it. Oh, let's go! 120K, chat! We're 5 of 114. Unless something insane happens. Something crazy. Unless all the short stacks double a bunch of times, we should be in the $5,000 World Championship of Online Poker main event. Come on! Oh my god, man. Calling shove, calling shove, calling shove. Here we go. Let's go, man. 84K in the 5K satellite. Come on, man. Guys, we might win another 5K. Wolf White opens. This is a reshove. We're 9 of 11, and they're going to have to fold to a lot of reshoves here. That's a $5,000. That's a $5,000 get there, man. Holy shit. Whoa, that was so sick, man. That is very, very lucky. No more complaints. Just sucked out. Or we could limp shove, actually. I like that better. Maybe check, control the size of the pot here. Gotta play it passively. I think we have to. Call river. It sucks, but call river. Yes, guys. 266K. We probably just locked this up, man. And Manifest now has to start getting nervous because they can't make it through the blinds. Here it is. Is this the end? Is this the end? Let's go, chat. Come on. Woo! A second $5,200. All right, guys. We're in the 5K. 1.5 million for first right now. Although that could go down as more people enter because it's guaranteed 10 million. Okay. All right. Let's play our absolute best. Let's give ourselves our best shot of winning this thing, man. A raise and a call with 7-6 here. Really good price, though. 6.2 to 1. We're going to call. And try and flop some big things. We flop an okay thing. Flop middle pair and an open ender. And we're going to get a bet here for 11,000. I think we're going to start with a call. Go to the turn. We have a straight. I'm tempted to lead because this is a good card for the sorts of cards we have here. Not good for them, but we can find ourselves in some pretty bad spots when we get raised. But it goes check, check. And now we're just going to bet on the river. We don't want to bet huge here, you know? It's really tough to get paid, so we're just going to bet 18K. Just given the board texture. And Vasco was thinking. Kingsley shouldn't be lagging. I don't have any drop frames. Hey! We get called. We have 300K, you guys. Chip it up first hand. No problem, dude. And Guru opens. Nissan calls for 9,000. So it's 5K to win 28K. Our hand isn't particularly great, but it's a really good price. So we'll call. What we have to be careful about is when we flop the nuts. No, don't have to be very careful here. I was going to say we have to be careful when we flop top pairs with weak kickers. But on this sort of board, it's pretty easy. Everyone checks. We see a 10 on the turn. I think I want to bet here. I think it's pretty hard for either of them to have a full house. I think jacks, 10s, and 8s on a very connected board like this are very likely to bet. Especially Nissan closing the action with 27 big blinds. I think they would be very likely to bet with 2 pairs and sets. The most likely 2 pair would be 10-8, but it's pretty unlikely. They both fold, unfortunately. So we pick up the chips. Nice. Was hoping for a bit more, but nice. We'll take it. And we get a raise to 11K from Nissan. I think just call is the right move here. We've seen Nissan play quite a few hands, so calling in position with a strong hand like this is going to be good. See a really bad flop, though. Checks to us, so I'm going to check as well. We don't have a lot of backup, so just going to take the free card. Beautiful turn, Dottie, with the 10. Mello's going to bet. I think we're a little bit too weak to raise. So we're just going to call and hope for a brick. 3 of hearts. king. All right. Doesn't change too much. And they bet pretty quickly, 45k. So they're representing 2 pairs and flushes. I think we have a good hand to call here. Let's go. 366k, guys. Picking off the bluff. Come on. Folds West in the small blind with ace-8. I'm going to limp call here. I don't really like raising because ace-8 doesn't play very well in a 3-bet pot. So I'm just going to control the size of the pot here. Limp and then check call flop. With probably what is the best hand right now. Tiny bet. We'll call. To the turn. Ace. 3. Okay. Doesn't change much about the board texture here. Check, check, and a deuce on the river. I'm going to check again. We have 2s and 3s with an ace kicker. If they had a spade draw, they just got there. We'll see. And a really tiny bet of 11k. I don't think people bluff for this size very often. Spades are reasonable. Checking a deuce on the turn is reasonable. Checking a jack on the turn and then betting the river is reasonable. All that's fine. So it represents a good story. I think it's okay. Raise to 15k. We're going to call with the ace-10 here. I think it's a little bit too weak to want to 3-bet call it off. But we'll call. Goes check, check. 8 on the turn. I'm going to check because I think that Nisam has a lot of hands here. Like a really wide range. Sometimes they're going to check an 8. But then also they're just going to have a lot of air that I want to get value from. We'll check call and then check call river. You have aces and 8s with a king kicker here. So if they have an ace, we chop. If they have ace, king, ace, jack, they beat us. Any 8, they beat us. We miss all the straight draws, or we beat all the straight draws and diamond draws. And they just shut down. There you go, king 10. King 10. Makes sense. 9s. We got the stars nuts in the 5k main event. We'll raise, call these 2 shoves from the short stacks if they come in. And then it gets interesting against all these opponents. I get a call with Trander. I think it plays okay, calling in position here. And if we get squeezes from either opponent, if it goes squeeze, shove, we fold. Squeeze, fold, we call. You know, it was pretty simple. King, queen, 6 board is not very good. And we also have the short stack involved, which isn't great. So I'll check. I don't see myself betting at this pot, really. I don't see what point. The only thing we could accomplish by betting is getting a draw to fold, like an ace-jack or an ace-10 or something, or a jack-10. But that's all we would do. Now that it checks down the river, though, we have a shot. This is the best hand. Mid-strander can have jacks and 10s and a queen. 10s, okay. Ace-8 there. All right, small pot. It's over to us. We're all in. Call by king-queen, we're ahead. For 180k chip pot? No, dude. Queen, please, Barry, please. God, dude, in the main event. We can't be losing 180k chip pots in the main event. Well, we can. We're still in the tournament. It's fine. That's the nice thing about building stacks is, you know, we lost that pot. We're still above starting stack. But dang it, dude. The main event. All right, guys. We have 9s in the main. I think raise call is the right move here. Raise call a shove, that is. The pair like 9s. Come on, man. Please, for 300k. Let's go, you guys. Huge pot in the main event. The 5k, we're up to 450,000. Let's go. They shove for 8 big blinds. We have ace-8. Let's go, guys. This is a call. Good start. Bad turn. Struggling to hold in the main, guys. Struggling to hold, but we're still doing fine. 382. We've lost 2 all-ins and 1-1. Getting it in ahead. Back to the 5k. Min-raise will call with 6s. We just hit a set. Pretty dry board. I don't think I should be raising this board. Just start with a call. King on the turn. Thing is, I think I make the most money by check calling here. And then when it's not a heart, we can check raise river. But I think I should just call. And we just won a 500,000 chip pot, man. 673k. Come on, chat. Pam Pam Peka opens under the gun. I think just flatting on the button is the right move. Now it's a squeeze, fold to Pam Pam Pake. Probably squeeze, fold to both if they shove, honestly. But I like this a lot better than flatting. Because Jacks doesn't play very well 4 ways. And it's likely the best hand right now. Obviously call Mountain Rose if they go all in for 25 big blinds. But if we're going to raise here, we have to fold to 4 bets from Pam Pam and Mitt. Mountain Rose is all in, guys. It's going to be 160 to win 400, so we have the right odds. The problem is this is probably 10s plus and ace-king plus, so we're not ahead equity-wise against that, but with the price we're getting, we're going to be calling unless someone else gets involved. So here we go. Hold. Okay. All right. Tough one. Tough one. Shove from Nissan when we have e6 in the big blind. They shove through 2 people. I think we have a call again in the main here. It's going to be profitable against the correct shoving ranges, and we just have to assume people are playing those here. It's not like I'm going to wait for bigger edges in the 5K, you know? Oh, guys. It's tough, dude. We've literally lost 4 all-in flips in the 5K, and we still have starting stack. We've lost 4. Here with the ace-deuce, we'll call a shove if it folds around to Blazing Cron. Other than that, we'll probably just fold. Against Mitrander's open on the button. That's kind of interesting, actually. But now we call a shove. This is our moment, guys. This is it. Let's go. We're back to 350K, man. Let's go, chat. Double up in the main event. Come on. And Blazing Cron opens. This is pretty interesting, actually. Just going to 3-bet folds. Shoving for 25 bigs is an option, but I'm assuming this is going to be a bit more profitable in that they're pretty aggressive players. They call the 3-bet. We have a king 6-3, and we will bet 60K here on the flop. Actually, maybe 56K. 450, guys. 450. Come on. 450. Come on. Open to 35,000. We will call with our 10-9 offsuit. And just check fold on this board. It's really good for them, not great for us. Check, check. We'll check on the turn as well. We pick up a pair, but it's going to be pretty tough to show down, I think. Maybe. Is there a dream? It's pretty interesting. When it check, 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 and now they bet the river for 40,000. But they can bet things like kings and queen X's stuff. Makes a lot of sense. I'm going to fold. I'm going to fold. Aces. Flat. I'm only going to flat aces here and sometimes. But I just assume that my opponents don't give me enough credit to be putting in a lot of 3-bet folds. Here we go, guys. Just doubled up in the 1K to 260. All right, no call, but we're up to 580. Come on, man. Double up in the 1K to 260. Up to 580 in the 5K main event. We're doing it. 7s in the main. This is it. Shove. This is another call. Can we hold this one, man? Please. Can we hold this one? Good start. Good turn. Let's go, you guys. Up to 795K. We'll call it 800. We finally held one. We're up to 800K in the 5K main event. Come on. King 10 offsuit. We're going to open in the main. We'll call a shove from the small blind. Wesco. If they move all in, they're pretty short. But it folds around to darts. Who calls? We have a deuce 6-10. A bet on the small side here. Really dry board. Not a lot going on. And bet for value. I raised to 126K. We're obviously going to call. Jack in the turn is pretty bad. Jack, Queen, King, Jack are definitely hands I would want to raise on this board. Still, I think we're continuing to the river. Wow. Wow. We're going to have some 7-8, 7-9, 8-9 type things. Although a lot of those will float. 3-4, 3-5, 4-5. But that jack does really hit things that check raise. Yikes. It's a yikes spot. We have a 4-bet here, guys. If we win this pot, we're going to be over 1 million chips. If we lose, it's going to be soul crushing. Hold. Okay. It's a tough one, but not a lot you can do there, guys. Not much you can do. It's been a really tough tournament. We've got it in pretty good quite a lot of times. We've gotten lucky to pick up a lot of profitable shoves, but we haven't held when we needed to. Pick up ace-queen the next hand, and maybe we can turn this whole thing around. Still going to be a shove here when they shove for 7 big blinds and mitt calls. Ace-queen is still doing quite well against this. Although it's, yeah, no, they call and call. Don't think we could fold our ace-queen here, guys, so good luck for us. That's the end of our journey in the 5K main event. Good game. So that's it on this highlight, you guys. We're not the WCOOP main event champions this year. I feel pretty good about how I played in this tournament. Kind of ran unlucky in some of the all-in pots, but I felt like I held my own, and it was really good to get that experience. So hopefully we'll crush it next year. We have a lot more great videos coming up on this channel, so make sure you stay tuned. Hit the subscribe, hit the bell, leave your comments down below. That's it for now. Until next time, we'll see you later.